Good afternoon from Camping World Stadium here in sunny Orlando, Florida. My name is Mitchell Raines, and I'm alongside KCG, Abby Baltazar, and Kay Young as we are about to bring you the action from today's qualifying session here at Monster Jam World Finals 20. It's an exciting weekend ahead as we will crown 7 champions over 8 competitions and a lot of incredible excitement coming to the Orlando area here this weekend. But first, we've got to set the bracket for that main Monster Jam racing field, and that's what we are about to do here today. Every competitor will complete 2 passes, the fastest of which will stand as that competitor's official qualifying time. As you can see behind me, our competitors will start on an elevated starting line, race into the bowl, through the chicane, down the back stretch, around the turn, and then jump that final jump, and we will time it, and then the top 8 will get automatic berths into the second round of racing. The remaining competitors will compete in our bracket, and we will be one step closer to crowning a Monster Jam World Finals Racing 20 champion. Without further ado, let's get ready to meet our competitors here in qualifying. So up first, we will have our Showdown competitors will compete. 8 of Monster Jam's rising stars competing here to be seeded into their bracket. Now the winner of the Showdown competition will earn an automatic berth into the Monster Jam main field here for a chance to be crowned the Monster Jam Racing Champion. As you can see, still getting our competitors set at the line. A beautiful new racing course here, and the weather could not be better here today in Orlando, Florida, as we get set to seed our competitors. Our first pair here in the Showdown qualifying, Gravediggers, Tristan Anderson. And in the red lane, it'll be Blake Granger and Max D.
That is our first pair here in the Showdown qualifying round, and in the red lane, it's Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger with a 14.563.
And Max D's Blake Granger comes in with a time of 13.519.
Our next pair here in the Showdown qualifying, Scoby Doo and Lindsey Reed. And Soldier Fortune Black Ops, Tony Oaks. Stage there in the box. Again, you're looking at the first shot of the elevated starting line here at Monster Jam World Finals 20. A beautiful new element to this racing course. Again, our competitors will fly down that ramp and into the main bowl, all trying to qualify as fast as they can to set that field for the Showdown competition here. We are ready for action. This is our second pair here in our Showdown qualifying.
Making her way down the red lane with a 13.654, that is Lindsey Reed in Scoby Doo.
And with a time of 13.428, it's Tony Oaks in Soldier Fortune Black Ops.
Hey fans, tickets are still available for both competitions here this week, and again, we've been talking about it for months now. Monster Jam World Finals 408 days in the making. For the first time in Monster Jam history, we will crown 7 World Finals champions this weekend. Of course, we know about freestyle, we know about racing, but again, we will have the brand new 2-wheel skills championship, we'll have the high jump championship, and then out in the pit party, we'll have our ATV and Speedster racing, and of course, Speedster obstacle course. A lot of action here this weekend in Orlando.
You know, one of the best parts about walking around the stands, even just today as we start the qualifiers, is getting to know our awesome Monster Jam fans. Right now, I'm standing right here with one of our fans. What's your name?
Zachary Newton.
You know, something that's really cool is that you guys got the chance to be VIPs. That's right, you're getting the VIP experience. It doesn't matter whether you've been to Monster Jam one time or many, many times. This is a special time for you because you get to be here before the action really starts. You're getting to see all the qualifiers. What are you the most excited about?
Well, I'm most excited to see who wins all of this. I'm definitely excited to see freestyle and all that, the creative track that FELD can come up with. I'm definitely excited to see who wins, and I'm definitely excited to see the downhill racing. That's definitely been a huge element and all. It's just absolutely incredible.
You know what, I think you're right. I think we're all very excited to see this brand new racing track, and you know what? I think we need to stay ready, eyes on the track, and let's see what happens next.
Our next pair here in the Showdown qualifying, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Kalen Miguez. And in the blue lane, it's Mark List and El Toro Loco.
That's the time for Kalen Miguez in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
And El Toro Loco's Mark List comes in with 14.7 seconds flat.
And our final pair here in the Showdown qualifying, it'll be Nick Pagliarulo and Creten. And in the blue lane, it's Bernard Light and Alien Invasion. So as you can see there, we've got a 120-second clock. This is being put up for Nick Pagliarulo in Creten. Got to get that Creten truck started within the next about 100 seconds here. Now Nick Pagliarulo has, in order to get that truck started, if he's able to do so, we'll continue qualifying. It sounds like he has qualified. We'll clear the clock and continue qualifying.
What a pass for Nick Pagliarulo and Creten, landed on all 4 tires, and his time is a 14.180.
And it's a 23.402 for Alien Invasion's Bernard Light.
So as you can see, they're the fastest qualifier for that first round of the Showdown qualifying. It was Soldier Fortune Black Ops and Tony Oaks posting a time of 13.428. A blazing fast pass there from Tony Oaks. He is your current fastest qualifier. Then you take a look at the rest of our round 1 leaderboard. Max D and Blake Granger coming in there in second. Then it is Scoby Doo and Lindsey Reed in third. Kraken's Nick Pagliarulo in fourth. And Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger rounding out your top 5. But again, we will see our Showdown competitors back on the track as they get their second attempt at a fast qualifying pass. Well, our Showdown field qualifying is complete, and it is time for the main field qualifying as our first pair gets set here in the blocks. Again, 23 seeds to be seated out here in our qualifying round. Coming from the Showdown competition winner. Let's meet our first pair here in qualifying for our main field. In the red lane, it's Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. And in the blue lane, it's Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid, one of the most proficient racers on the stadium tours this season, as he posted a record of 35-9. Let's see if he can keep this fast ways going.
Starting off the main field right, what a run for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, 13.129.
And it's a 13.895 for Camden Murphy in Bakugan Dragonoid.
Well, our next pair here in the main field qualifying, in the red lane, it is Tom Mance and Max D. Fire. And in the blue lane, it's Tristan England and Earthshaker. Tom Mance and Max D. Fire, an 11-time World Finals champion. He'll look to add to that total here this weekend in Orlando. And it starts with a fast qualifying pass here in our qualifying session as we get our drivers staged in that elevated starting line box. They are staged and ready to go.
Whipping that truck around the turn with a time of 13.186, it's Tom Mintz, Max D. Fire.
Tristan England and Earthshaker comes in with a 13.292.
Hey fans, whether you're a large construction company doing site prep work or a small landscaping business laying sod, your business depends on having the equipment you need and when you need it. That's where Ring Power's Cat Rental Store has the equipment for whatever your application. With one of the youngest fleets in the industry and a wide array of equipment from dozers to skid steer loaders, man lifts to light towers and more, Ring Power Cat has everything you need. Our next pair In the red lane, it'll be Dragon Ice and John Zimmer. And in the blue lane, it's Morgan Kane and Gravedigger. Morgan Kane, a former Monster Jam World Finals racing champion, and he posted 2 of the top 5 fastest times earlier today in practice. He'll look to best those times and earn a high seed here in our early stages of our main field qualifying.
Cruising down the red lane, it's Dragon Ice, John Zimmer, 13.856.
Morgan Kane of Gravedigger comes in with a time of 13.744.
Our next pair here in the main round qualifying, your Triple Threat Series West champion, Tyler Medina and Gravedigger. And opposite him, it'll be Bari Musauer and Zombie Fire. Tyler Medina posted a racing record of 76 and 29 out there on the Triple Threat West Tour, allowing him to capture that championship and an automatic berth here in Monster Jam World Finals.
And Tyler Medina in Gravedigger brings in the fastest time of the main field qualifying that we've seen so far with a 13.103.
And with 14.137, it's Bari Musauer of Zombie Fire.
Taking a look at the leaderboard through our first 8 competitors here in the main competition. With that pass there, Tyler Medina and Gravedigger, your fastest time so far with a 13.10 feet. 03, followed by Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger with a 13.129, and then rounding out your top 3, Tom Mentz and Max D Fire with 13.186. Then you've got Tristan England and Earthshaker, Morgan Kane and Gravedigger, John Zimmer and Dragon Ice, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, and Bari Musauer and Zombie Fire rounding out your first 8. Still 15 trucks left to qualify here in our main qualifying session here. This will be round 1, our second 8 trucks of the afternoon. Again, looking to seed themselves into that main bracket as our top 8 seeds will earn automatic berths into the second round of racing. The remaining 16 will face off in round 1. And again, we will get one step closer to crowning a Monster Jam World Finals champion this weekend right here in Orlando. Our next pair here in the main field is Becky McDonough and Toro Loco. And in the blue lane, it's Neal, Elliot, and Max D.
13.833, a smooth pass for Becky McDonough in El Toro Loco.
And Max D's Neal Elliot comes in with 13.219.
Our next pair here is Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader in the red lane. And in the blue lane, it's Jim Kohler and Avenger.
Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader cruises across that finish line with a 13.606.
And it's a 15.257 for Avengers, Jim Kohler.
Coming up next in the red lane, it's Heavy D and Brodozer. And in the blue lane, it'll be Jimmy Creten and Bounty Hunter. Jimmy Creten, a two-time former Monster Jam World Finals champion, set to hit the track again here this weekend. And meanwhile, Heavy D and Brodozer showing flashes of absolute greatness this past season, looking to open some eyes here at World Finals.
That is the time for Brodozer and Heavy D in the red lane.
And Bounty Hunters, Jimmy Creten comes in with 14.702 seconds.
Our next pair features two series champions from this past season. In the red lane, your Stadium Tour 3 series champion, Todd Leduc and Monster Energy. And in the right lane, the series champion from Stadium Tour 2, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Adam Anderson, also your reigning Monster Jam World Finals racing champion from 2018. He'll look to make it back-to-back championships this weekend in Orlando.
Making his way down the red lane with a fast time of 13.135. That is Todd Leduc in Monster Energy.
And it's 13.555 seconds for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger.
So let's take a look back at the leaderboard through 16 competitors having qualified here this afternoon in round one. Still at the top is Tyler Medina and Gravedigger with a fast time of 13.103. Ryan Anderson and Morgan Kane and Gravedigger in 10th place with 13.744. Still 7 trucks left to qualify here in the opening round. Our next pair here in the main round of qualifying, he is your Triple Threat Central Series champion, Vinson and Gravedigger. And in the blue lane, it's Rosalie Raymer and Wildflower. Vinson posted a racing record of 40 and 25 on the 2019 season, picking up 7 racing competition wins en route to that Triple Threat Series Central Championship this year. He'll look to do some work here in the final.
.693, that's the time for Vinson in Gravedigger here in the red lane.
And Wildflower's Rosalie Raymer comes in with a time of 14.618 seconds.
And in your next pair here for the main round of qualifying, your Arena Tour 4 champion, Randy Brown and Gravedigger. And in the blue lane, it's Bryce, Kenney, and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Cruising across that finish line with a 13.531, it's Randy Brown in Gravedigger.
And with a 14.139, it's Bryce Kenney in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Our next pair in the red lane, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice. And in the blue lane, it's Justin Sipes and Megalodon. These two faced off multiple times in the 2019 season, both of them on Stadium Tour 1. And just this afternoon, it was Justin Sipes and Megalodon posting the 8th fastest time in practice from the left lane. That was a 13.334. As we move forward in the afternoon, our times continue to get faster and faster. What will these two come out with here as we head toward our end of our main qualifying, round 1?
Cruising down the red lane, it's Cynthia Gauthier in Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice with a time of 13.629 seconds.
Megalodon's Justin Sipes takes a bite out of the competition with 14.146 seconds.
And our final competitor here, and in the opening round of the main qualifying, it's Brianna Mahan and Whiplash.
14.199, that's the time for Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Kayla Blood, the driver of Soldier Fortune, hanging out in the stands. And Kayla, you are supporting your husband, Blake Granger of Max D. He's out here and he's going to be competing in the Showdown. Now, you know what it's like to compete in the Showdown. You competed last year at Monster Jam World Finals. What do you do as an athlete to keep your nerves at bay?
Man, you know, after all the hard work that we put in all year long, you just got to come out here and remember to have fun. That's the biggest thing, to come out here for your fans, have a good time, and just remember all the hard work you've put in. You earned your spot here. You did the work. Just come out here and have fun, and the pressure goes away.
We saw Blake before the qualifying round, and he seemed so calm, and it seems like he had a great first pass, wouldn't you say so?
I would say so. You know, it's so awesome to see him out here. As I've done the show 3 times already, and just watching him in the stands, he wanted to be a part of it so bad. So it's really cool to see him out here. He's loving it. I know he's loving it. So you know what? I wish him the best of luck.
And we've been talking about it all season long, but one of the biggest changes to Monster Jam World Finals this year is the elevated starting lines. It's a really amazing spectacle to see.
Absolutely. I'm super jealous that I can't get out there and rip it on this track. It looks like so much fun, but you know what? There's always next year.
Hey everybody, I'm standing right here with Josh, and Josh has been a Monster Jam fan for such a long time. I know you're not new to the world of Monster Jam, but we're all new to being here, World Finals 20 in Orlando, Florida for the first time ever. So tell us what you're looking forward to the most and what's going to be so different from going to Vegas before.
I'm looking forward to this elevated starting line. Right now in qualifying, it's looking very interesting, and this turn in Vegas, usually they have time. The track gets dry, but not normally this dry. Because of this hot Florida blazing sun, the track is so tacky. So in the turn, you can see the drivers really trying to pedal it around. So I think it's the main difference, just the racing. That's what I'm most looking forward to.
You know, I know that we have a lot of things coming up. Keep your eyes on the track. I know we're all excited to see how it's going to be so different and even more exciting than ever before. So again, keep your eyes on the track. Get ready for more action coming your way.
Taking a look at the video board here through round 1 of our main round qualifying. Again, each of our competitors competing to become that fastest qualifier and earn the top seed in our Monster Jam World Finals 20 racing bracket. As we can see there, it's Tyler Medina and Gravedigger with the fastest time of round 1 with a 13.103. And then Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger just shortly behind Tyler there with a 13.125. Rounding out your top 3, it's Todd Leduc and Monster Energy with a 13.135. Then it's Tom Mentz and Max D Fire, Neal Elliot and Max D, Tristan England and Earthshaker, Heavy D and Brodozer, and Randy Brown and Gravedigger rounding out your top 8. But again, we've got of qualifying to go for both the Showdown and the main round, as we see there on the leaderboard, rounding out our first round of qualifying.
Well, fans, I just got back from the pits talking to Nick Pagliarulo Kraken, and he said that after that roll, him and his father, Matt Pagliarulo, just wanted to make sure that everything was good with the truck. He felt confident. I talked to his father very briefly, Matt Pagliarulo. He said that he's very confident in his son, and they are ready to go for that second pass. But the biggest information I have to tell you is about Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune. I talked to Sam Fuller very briefly back in the crash area. They had just changed a 4-link bar, but the bigger news is that the drive shaft potentially had to be changed. When I got back up there, they were in the process of looking that over, making that diagnostic, but they did say that it looked like they were going to have to be changed, and we'll see that if Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune can get back up here for the Showdown.
All right, as you can see, fans, it is time for round 2 of our Showdown qualifying. Again, our 8 rising stars in Monster Jam will try to get that fastest time to qualify themselves for the Showdown competition coming up this weekend as part of our lineup of events. And then again, the Showdown winner will earn an automatic berth into the main field of our Monster Jam World Finals 20 racing competition. Let's open up our second round of our Showdown qualifying. Another thing to keep in mind, fans, again, The brand new elevated starting lines are obviously a challenge for our racers, as this is something that has never been seen before in Monster Jam history. So each one of our athletes, no matter how experienced, are experiencing these elevated ramps for the very first time. So as you can see here with the times on the leaderboard, these are athletes that are picking it up maybe quicker than others. But again, there's a lot of new elements as a part of this brand new racing course for Monster Jam World Finals 20, and all of our competitors, whether they're new to the sport or have been around for years, they're all trying to navigate this for the very first time here this weekend. First up in our showdown qualifying, it's Lindsey Reed and Scoby Doo kicking off round 2.
Scoby Doo's Lindsey Reed starts out round 2 with a time of 14.355 seconds.
Our next pair here in the red lane, it's Blake Granger and Max D. And in the blue lane, it's Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger. Blake Granger and Max D was your second fastest time of the round 1 qualifying for the Showdown competitors, posting a time of 13.519. He'll try to improve on that as try to earn that automatic berth again into the Monster Jam World Finals main bracket. We're gonna back off our competitors and restage. And while we do that, let's take a look at our lighting tree for the World Finals 20 competition here this weekend. Those first 2 sets of yellow lights are our pre-staging lights. Once those lights are lit up, the front 2 tires of the truck have crossed into the staging box. The second 2 yellow lights are the staging lights. So once those second pair of yellow lights are illuminated, that means the truck is fully within the staging box. From that point, you'll see a quick 3 lights below that, and then the green, and our racers will go all out down that elevated starting line. They're staged, let's go green.
Making his way down the red lane is Blake Granger in Max D, 16.484 seconds.
And with a time of 13.894, it's Gravedigger's Tristan Anderson.
So a 13.894 for Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger. That's better than her previous time of 14.563. Meanwhile, Blake Granger and Max D will keep his time of 13.519 from the opening round. As we take a look at the leaderboard, Soldier of Fortune Black Ops still in the top spot. That's Tony Oaks with a time of 13.428. And again, as we said, Blake Granger just coming in with a slower time than his first round, so he'll keep that first round time of a 13.519. Then it is Lindsey Reed and Scoby Doo rounding out your top 3 with a 13.654. Our next pair here in our showdown qualifying, Mark List, El Toro Loco. And Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Kalen Miguez. Mark List looking to improve on a first round time of 14.7 flat, and meanwhile, Kaylin Miguez posted a 15.187. Taking a look at the replay there, trying to focus on whether Mark List and El Toro Loco was able to get those front two tires up and over the center ramp. We're getting word that his time will stand here in our qualifying for our Showdown competitors.
14.367, that's the time for Mark List and El Toro Loco in the red lane.
And Kaylin Miguez of Monster Mutt Dalmatian comes in with a time of 14.974 seconds.
Our final pair here in the second round of our Showdown competitors, it's Bernard Light and Alien Invasion. And this will be a bye run for Bernard Light and Alien Invasion.
And Bernard Light in Alien Invasion pulls in a time of 14.376 here in Showdown qualifying round 2.
So taking a look at the video board, your bracket is set for the Showdown competition. Your fastest qualifier for the Showdown competitors was Tony Oaks in Soldier Fortune Black Ops, posting a time of 13.428. In that second seed, it is Blake Granger and Max D with a 13.519. Lindsey Reed and Scoby Doo in third with a 13.654. And rounding out your top four, Tristan Anderson and Gravedigger with a 13.894. Up next, it's time for round 2 of our main field qualifying. Again, the fastest pass of the 2 rounds will stand for each of our competitors as we try to see them into our racing bracket. Something to keep your eye on as we move through the field here for a second time. Those top 8 times mean an automatic berth into round 2. So as long as they can finish 8 or better, they'll earn that automatic top 8 seed, which all of our competitors will be shooting for here this afternoon to get that first round bye. Our first pair here in round 2, it is Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. And he'll be going up against Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Ryan Anderson looking to improve on a time of 13.129 from round 1, and meanwhile Camden Murphy posted a 13.895. Each of these names, big names to keep an eye on as we move into our racing competition here this weekend.
And trouble for Bakugan Dragonoids around that turn. He receives a DNF, did not finish here in main qualifying round 2.
And the time for Son of a Digger's Ryan Anderson, it's a 13.326.
So taking a look at the leaderboard again, here's how our seeds are set for the time being. It's still Tyler Medina and Gravedigger with that top seed of time of a 13.103. Then you've got Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, as we just saw there. He had posted a 13.326, but his round one time was faster with a 13.129. Then in third place, it's Todd, Leduc, and Monster Energy with a 13.135. Remember, these top 8 seeds are the most important seeds, as the top 8 will earn automatic berths into round 2 of our racing competition. So every one of our competitors vying for one of these top 8 spots. Right now, sitting on that cut line is Randy Brown and Gravedigger with a time of 13.531. So that's the mark to pay attention to as we move forward here in our racing competition. If our competitors can jump ahead of that time, they'll jump into the top 8 and try to earn an automatic first round bye.
Hey everybody, I'm standing right here with Cody Associate. He's one of the drivers for Team Monster Energy. Cody, you had the honor to be one of the first athletes to test out this brand new racing track. Tell us what really are the biggest challenges of a brand new track?
It was awesome. You know, like I said on social media earlier, I made history, was the first guy to make a pass down this awesome new racetrack for a World Finals. The elevated start, dude, that is insanely awesome. It's a little bit shorter track than Vegas, but the elevated start makes up for it. A lot of guys out here are trying to get a good gear combination. There's some fast guys, but nobody is really being consistent, so it's anybody's game still.
Cody, I know that you're obviously biased for your team. I know that you're rooting for Todd, Leduc, but who do you think really has gotten this new track figured out?
For sure, you know, bleeding black and green over here. Got to root for Todd. He's sitting in third. As long as he's consistent, we have a shot. But Ryan, Tyler, those guys are fast. Camden was looking good. I don't know what happened right here. Adam was looking good earlier too. So may the best man or girl win. I'm having fun. My little drag race buddy Frank Kermel back here. We feel like we're at the drag strip spectating. We're having a good time.
You know, Cody, you said it right. It's really anybody's game as we are all navigating a brand new track and a brand new format. So it's all about all of the action that's coming up next. Let's find out what happens.
Let's take a look back at the leaderboard, and this is a look at the seeds 9 through 16 right now. Again, as we mentioned, they are going to be vying for one of those top 8 spots and one of those top 8 fastest times. Right now, Adam Anderson, your reigning World Finals racing champion, with a time of 13.555. He's sitting in 9th place and right off that cut line. Then it's Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader rounding out your top 10 with a 13.606. As you can see there, the 13th seed is reserved for the winner of your Showdown competition. So we've been qualifying our Showdown competitors here this afternoon. That bracket is set this weekend. They will compete, and the winner of the Showdown competition will earn the 13th seed at our main field. Our next pair here in qualifying, it's Tristan England and Earthshaker. And your Stadium 1 champion, Tom Mentz, Max D Fire. Tristan England and Earthshaker also won his Triple Threat East Championship this year. These two looking to make waves this year in the racing competition.
What a wild ride for Tristan England in Earthshaker, 13.694 seconds.
Tom Mentz and Max D Fire gets a 13.888.
Our next pair here in round 2 of the main qualifying. First, it'll be Morgan Kane and Gravedigger. And he'll be paired up with John Zimmer and Dragon Ice. As we mentioned earlier, it was Morgan Kane and Gravedigger posting 2 of the top 5 fastest laps from practice. His first lap here in qualifying was a 13.744. And the reigning racing champion will look to better his seed here this afternoon.
14.563. That's the time for Morgan Kane in Gravedigger.
And with a time of 14.714, it's John Zimmer in Dragon Eyes.
Your next pair here in qualifying with the current fastest time of 13.103, your triple threat West champion Tyler Medina and Gravedigger. And he'll be running a bye run as Bari Musauer Zombie Fire not going to make it to the starting line. Tyler Medina looking to improve on that round 1 time and better his chances at becoming the fastest qualifier. Well, I think Tyler will be okay with that 13.103. Tyler Medina not able to complete the course there, but he'll take that opening round time that he posted earlier today. He is still right now your current fastest time of the afternoon here in our main field qualifying session, looking to best the field and earn that top spot this afternoon.
A little bit of truck versus track on the track out there for Gravedigger's Tyler Medina, who will unfortunately get a did not finish.
Okay, here we go. Armando Castro, one of our drivers here at Monster Jam, and Armando, it's Tyler Medina in Gravedigger that now holds the fastest time that he had from round 1 in the main field qualifying round. Now, he had some trouble down here in the turn. Can you talk to us about how important lane choice is out here in the racing competition?
I mean, as you can see, man, it happens to the best of the drivers of Monster Jam. I mean, this track is changing with every pass. All the trucks keep coming down. But you know what? It seems like it's anybody's game. And no matter who's the fastest, it's about who has the most skills. It has more control coming around this turn. As you can tell, the track is very, very slick, but it's gonna be a good race for everybody, anybody's game.
It seems like right now it's a lot of our veteran drivers that are shining out here on the track. We have Todd Leduc in Monster Energy, Son of a Digger. These are the athletes that hold the fastest times, and Tyler Medina and Gravedigger that hold the fastest times for the main field. Do you think that it's because they have so much varied experience that they're able to navigate the track changes this year?
I mean, like I said, it's anybody's game. I mean, the people that have been coming from arenas and get an opportunity to go in the stadium, they're just up there with the top guys. I mean, those guys have a lot of experience under their belt, but at the end of the day, it's the one who has the most skills behind the truck and can lay down a good pass and pass that starting line, finish line. So I'm excited to see how it goes down.
Like you said, folks, it really is anyone's game. We're excited to see how the rest of main field qualifying round 2 turns out.
Our next pair here in round 2, it's Neal Elliott and Max D. And opposite him, it'll be Becky McDonough, El Toro Loco. So Neal Elliott currently with a 13.219 from round 1. Meanwhile, Becky McDonough looking to improve on a 13.833. Again, those top 8 spots are what these competitors are shooting for.
Neal Elliott and Max D in the red lane with a 13.989 seconds.
And with a time of 14.093, it's Becky McDonough and El Toro Loco.
Taking a look at our updated leaderboard here. These are the top 8 seeds. Again, the top 8 seeds will earn a first round by in our main racing bracket here this weekend. Tyler Menning is still sitting on top with a 13.103. Taking a look down the line there, Randy Brown and Gravedigger currently sitting in that 8th slot with a 13.531. And again, that is the cut line. The top 8 will earn those automatic berths into this second round of racing. And so the top 8 is where you want to finish here in qualifying. Our next pair here in round 2 of qualifying, it's Jim Kohler and Avenger. And he'll be going up against Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader. Lindsey Wink currently sitting just outside that top 8 with a 13.606. Looking to jump in to a top 8.
Cruising across that finish line with a 13.938, that is Jim Kohler in Avenger.
Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader comes in with a 13.726.
Our next pair features a 2-time World Finals champion, Jimmy Creten and Bounty Hunter. And opposite him will be Heavy D and Brodozer. Heavy D with a beautiful first pass, currently sitting inside the top 8 and right now holding on to an automatic berth into round 2 of our racing competition.
And Bounty Hunter's Jimmy Creten finishes his second pass with a 14.157.
Unfortunately for Brodozer's Heavy D, he will be getting a did not finish as he did not complete the track.
Right now I'm with Tristan, England, driver of Earthshaker. What a wild finish to your qualifying. What are you seeing down there as a driver and the first time here looking at the track?
You know, I took my time on the first run, but Cody Saucier, he's like a brother to me. He was texting me, he was telling me what I should do, what he was thinking, because, you know, he's awesome. He's fast, he's bad fast. Him and Jefferson, they always do great, but he told me what to do, and I just had fun. I got a little sideways right there, but it was for the fans, it was for everybody watching, all you guys on Facebook Live, everybody here in Orlando. First time in Orlando, outside of Vegas. I'm pumped, and I came to shake things up.
We're excited to see you in the main show. Good luck.
Our next pair here in qualifying, your Stadium Championship Series 2 champion and reigning Monster Jam World Finals Racing champion Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. And across from him, your Stadium Championship Series 3 champion, it's Todd Leduc and Monster Energy. Adam Anderson posted 2 of the top 5 times in practice, looking to improve on that road. Looks like we had an issue with the lighting tree there on that last pass, which means we are going to rerun the pass here. We'll rerun the pair here in our main session of qualifying round number 2. Again, our competitors looking to take one of those top 8 seeds, and this guy knows how to do it. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, your reigning World Finals racing champion, and posted 2 of the top 5 fastest times in practice this afternoon. Let's see what our competitors have in store for us here in this next pair of qualifier.
Adam Anderson and Gravedigger whips around that turn, bringing in a time of 13.272.
Recording a time of 13.642 seconds, it's Monster Energy's Todd Leduc.
So let's take a look again at our leaderboard here. It is still Tyler Medina sitting in that top spot as our current fastest qualifier with a time of 13.103. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger with a 13.129. And with that last pass there, Todd Leduc jumps into the top 3. Monster Energy posting a time of 13.135. Right now sitting on in that 8th spot, as you can see there, Heavy D and Brodozer with a time of 13.435 right there on the cut line. Again, those top 8 seeds earning automatic berths into round 2 of racing. Taking a look on through the leaderboard, just getting bumped out of that top 8 is Randy Brown and Gravedigger. So a big run coming up here in the second qualifying lap for him. Can he hop back into the top 8 and earn one of those automatic berths into round 2? Also, Morgan Kane and Gravedigger posted a time of 13.563 in his second run, currently sitting in 10th. And it's Lindsey Wink, Lucas Oil Crusader, Cynthia Gautier, Monster Mutt, Dalmatian Ice, rounding out your top 12. Again, that 13th spot reserved for our Showdown winner. And behind that, you've got Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger in 14th, Becky McDonough and El Toro Loco in 15th, and John Zimmer dragging up 16. Moving ahead on through Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid flipped on that second pass, so that 13.895 or his first time around will stand. Jim Kohler and Avenger posting a time of 13.938 in his second pass. Zombie, Fire, and Bari Musauer with a 14.137. And Bryce, Kenney, Great Clips, Mohawk Warrior rounding out your top 20. Then it's Justin Sipes, Megalodon, Jimmy Creten, Bounty Hunter, Brianna Mahan, and Whiplash, and Rosalie Raymer, and Wildflower rounding out your current top 24. Up next here in our main qualifying session, it's Rosalie Raymer and Wildflower. And your 2019 Triple Threat Central Series champion, Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger. These two currently sitting toward the bottom of the racing bracket so far, so each of them will be looking to improve on their passes from round 1. Right now, Rosalie Raymer with a 14.618 in her first pass, and then it was Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger with a 13.693 in round 1 of qualifying. Again, those top 8 seeds getting an automatic berth into round 2 of racing, and that is what our competitors are shooting for as we move forward here in round 2 of our main qualifying session.
In the red lane, bringing in a time of 14.416, it's Rosalie Raymer, Wildflower.
And in the blue lane, we had Brandon Vinson of Gravedigger coming in with a time of 14.685 seconds.
Our next pair here in qualifying, it's Bryce Kenney and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. And your Arena Championship Series 4 champion, Randy Brown and Gravedigger. Again, Randy Brown currently sitting 9th in the overall top seeding here in our qualifying session. The top 8 earned the automatic berth in round 2. So this will be a big run here for Randy Brown and Gravedigger, looking to improve on his first round time of a 13.531. Can he maneuver this track even quicker and hop back into the top 8 seeds?
Great Clips Mohawk Warrior and Bryce Kenney bring in a 13.457 in the red lane.
And recording a time of 24.743 seconds, it's Randy Brown of Gravedigger.
Our next competitor here in the opening, second round rather, of qualifying is Justin Sipes and Megalodon. And across from him, it'll be Cynthia Gauthier and Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice.
Justin Sipes and Megalodon pull in a 13.329 seconds.
And with a little bit of trouble out on the track, Cynthia Gauthier of Monster Mutt Dalmatian comes in with a 22.336.
Your final pair here in round 2 of qualifying, it's Barry Moosauer and Zombie Fire. And in the blue lane, it'll be Brianna Mahan and Whiplash.
Cruising down the red lane, it's Barry Moosauer in Zombie, 13.390.
And with a time of 13.854 seconds, it's Brianna Mahan in Whiplash.
Well, that wraps up this afternoon's competition here in qualifying. Both our main competitors and our Showdown competitors have finished 2 laps apiece in qualifying, and now it's time to reveal the Showdown winner here, who are seated in the top spot as we take a look at the video board. Here is your Showdown bracket. It is Soldier Fortune Black Ops Antonio picking up the top spot. He is your fastest qualifier for our Showdown competition. He'll be going up against Monster Kalen Miguez in the 8th spot. As you take a look at the rest of that bracket there, Blake Granger and Max D finishing in 2nd, and then Scoby Doo, Lindsey Reed in 3rd, rounding out your top 3. Those are your fastest qualifiers here at Showdown, and that is the bracket. And now it's time to reveal the fastest qualifier for the main field of Monster Jam World Finals competitors here this afternoon. Again, the top 8 will earn the automatic berth into round 2 of racing, but your fastest qualifier here this afternoon is... It is Tyler Medina and Gravedigger. Tyler Medina and Gravedigger, beautiful pass there, a 13.103. Lost control there the second time around, but a great pass there your first time around. How did it feel?
You know, it was awesome. We did practice earlier. There's a lot of fast times going down. I just tried to stay, you know, as consistent as I could out there. It's a brand new track. Nobody's ever ran this track before till today. So, you know, we're having fun out here. It's a really fast track, and, you know, thanks for the opportunity to be out here and compete in this World Finals. This is really special.
It was really great. You mentioned this brand new track, and of course the new elevated starting line, the new chicane, a lot of different brand new elements that you're dealing with. Talk a little bit about what that was like the first time around. How did you navigate those in order to get that fast time?
You know, we went out the first time and I pulled up there, you couldn't see down onto the track, so it was a little sketchy, but after we got the first pass done, we kind of got in a routine, and it sure worked for us. You know, I could not win anything the rest of the weekend, and my weekend be made just making fast qualifier today.
Well, Tyler, it's time to give you the big trophy there as we see our MVC Fit reporter Leslie Mears here bringing out the hardware. Congratulations, Tyler Medina, your fastest qualifier here for the Monster Jam World Finals 20 racing competition. So let's take a look at the video board here. You can see with that win there, Tyler Medina and Gravedigger earning that top seed there and getting that first spot. He'll face the winner of our 16 and 17 seed. That'll be Monster Mutt, Dalmatian Ice, Cynthia Gautier, and Gravedigger's Brandon Vinson. Then taking a look along down the board there, Megalodon's Justin Sipes picking up that 8th seed. And again, top 8 going into the second round automatically. He earns that automatic berth. He'll face the winner of Zombie Fire, Bari Musauer, and Rosalie Raymer and Wildflower. Moving along in our racing bracket, Tom Mintz and Max D. Fire picking up the 4th fastest time, earning an automatic berth. He'll face the winner of your Showdown winner and the 20th seed, Dragon Ice and John Zimmer. And then it was Max D's Neal Elliot with the 5th fastest time in the automatic berth. He'll face the winner of Bakugan Dragonoid's Camden Murphy and Gravedigger's Randy Brown. Moving along, your 2nd fastest time of the afternoon, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. He'll go up against the winner of Lindsey Wink, Lucas Oil Crusader, and Becky McDonough, El Toro Loco. And then your 7th fastest time, Tristan England and Earthshaker sneaking into the top 8 there. He'll face the winner of Bounty Hunters, Jimmy Creten, and Brodozer's Heavy D. And finally, Monster Energy Todd Leduc with the 3rd fastest time of the afternoon. He'll go up against the winner of Gravedigger's Morgan Kane and Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. And then it was Adam Anderson and Gravedigger also picking up a fast time there. He'll face the winner of Avengers Jim Kohler and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior Bryce Kenney. What an afternoon of action here. Again, the new elements, the elevated starting line, the chicane, the backstretch, the turn, it's all brand new, and we've got an exciting weekend ahead here in Orlando, Florida. Monster Jam World Finals 20. Again, we will crown not just a racing champion, but 6 other world champions here this weekend. You don't want to miss your chance to experience it. Get your tickets now at monsterjam.com, and we'll see you this weekend, Monster Jam World Finals 20.